Are you ready?
I don't think it's playing.
Are you set? 'Cause it's time to embrace the Nitwits!
It for sure was playing, and they definitely heard you say, "I don't think it's playing."
Yeah, my web browser was frozen.
Good job. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another wonderful episode of Nerds and Nitwits, where we explore the nerdy and embrace the nitwits, and well, we're
Heck
nitwits.
yeah.
So here we are. Did we have a plan for tonight? Absolutely not.
No, I've been busy. I guess Joel's been busy, and Michael's busy this evening as well. So, yep.
Roman said the thing. So we weren't gonna say that because they hadn't said anything yet. But anyways, Cam's now frozen again. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna skip past that real quick. Anyways, spoilers. I'll talk about 30 seconds. Yup. Absolutely. So anyways, we're gonna skip right past that. Yeah, it's not even that I was busy, it's just the fact that I completely forgot that we didn't have a topic for tonight. And then when I asked about what we were doing, we still didn't have a topic for the night. And then there was just yeah, anyways. There was just stuff, and apparently we didn't have anything, so we're here.
My internet's having a panic attack right now.
Yes, apparently. So we're just kind of here. We're kind of vibing, talking with you guys. Yes, you over there. I see you. I know what you're doing. Put that away.
Whoa.
Anthony's playing with his BB gun again. Let's be fair, or airsoft gun. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know. As you could see in chat, Gizzy Wash talking about Critical Role and their new campaign using a brand new system that they have nicknamed Daggerheart, which uses a D12 system instead of a D20 system. It is a tabletop RPG game where I haven't looked that much into it. I remember them announcing it. I remember watching the initial video for it, and that was kind of about it. But it uses... The website uses a hope die and a fear die, which basically whenever there's something important that needs to happen, you roll 2d12s. Whatever one is higher kind of chooses the outcome. So you roll a hope die, which is the good things. You roll a fear die, which is the bad things. Basically, if you roll the hope die, gets a higher roll. The good things happen for you and your character and empowers future abilities. If the fear die rolls higher, it gives the DM all the control and all the power to mess with the characters. That's all I kind of know about it so far. I haven't looked too far into it, though I am kind of curious to see how it plays out, because the D12 system just seems odd, but that's also because we've been so used to D20 system for several decades. So
I think it changes what people are used to. I think that's part of like when people struggle with a new system is that yeah, they're just not used to it. And as we all know, because we're all people, sometimes people really don't like to change. So I think that could be one of the bigger challenges if it's a good system, is just that people are used to their D20 and that kind of thing, and they might not want to do a different thing.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is that it uses D12s, and then it uses cards as part of your like character creation and that kind of stuff. Sorry, blackout. Whoopsie.
So it's less. Basically, it's less free than D&D almost, or less. I don't know if free is the right word for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it's more guided, probably easier to get people into as well. like it structured. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like the character creation might be a little more structured,
Yeah.
and there's a bit less when it comes to like rolling your die. Like you don't have to, go crazy trying to like, oh, I've rolled this, and now I gotta add 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 this.
Well, and this is so like there's in total when you buy the standard like the base set, the standard set, whatever. It's got 279 beautifully illustrated cards according to their website. There's 18 ancestry
Beautiful.
cards. So
Oh,
so ancestry cards, so basically like your background, your race, that kind of stuff. Two sets of 9 community cards. The culture you came from has shaped your character, providing unique features for them to use, like the silent step of the forest dwelling wildborn or the far-flung nudge of the loreborn. 54 subclass cards. Each of the 18 subclasses comes with a foundation, specialization, and mastery card to grow alongside you as you grow in power. So it's less of like, you're level 1 to 5, and 5, 6 through 10, and 10 through 20. It's like you are, a
right.
foundation. You have your foundation of that subclass. You have your specialization in that subclass, and you've like mastered your class. You've mastered your art of whatever you're trying to do.
Right.
So it looks
Okay.
interesting for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Noggin makes a good point here in the chat. He says, so the thing is, how does Critical Role play with it compared to every other group on planet Earth?
Vastly
Which is a really
different.
good point, because, I mean, yeah, even in D&D, they do things very differently, which is probably the reason they got so big. But I think there's also going to be a degree of they created this system, so realistically people are going to be copying them significantly more than people have at D&D, because they're literally the first ones people are going to see do it.
Yeah.
Like when you learn this system, you're learning it likely from people who either learned it watching Critical Role or learn it from someone who learned it watching Critical Role. The real question is, can they defeat Wizards of the Coast? That's all that really.
That's the real question. Uh,
Session zeros tonight. Interesting.
okay, so
And you do still add modifiers according to Gizzy.
To the hope and okay, which makes a certain amount of sense. Daggerheart's card system makes it easy to get started and level up your character by bringing their capabilities to your fingertips. Ancestry and community cards illustrate backgrounds, customs, and values. Subclass and domain cards grant your character plenty of exciting abilities and spells. So craft your unique character through the cards you choose and the story you tell. So I feel like there's gonna be a little bit more uniqueness in the characters in Daggerheart. If you can like pull from like any of these stack of cards within a certain amount of leeway, but I don't know. It should be interesting. Matt was explaining it, but I didn't stay in too long. When we think of the Mercer effect of a super story-driven style where the mechanics of the game are always on the back burner, so how will Daggerheart be used is my greatest question. And that's the thing, is that like their whole part of Daggerheart is it being more narrative-driven. Even like in Daggerheart, game masters ask questions of their players, so every world, map, and adventure is built collaboratively upon their answers. With a focus on narrative and character-driven stories, Daggerheart encourages every player to be a storyteller. So, I think where it's like with D&D, and again, we know nothing really about it until we go and watch Session 0 later, or whatever happens to be, is that where D&D is like, yes, there's a certain amount of collaboration between the players and like, what's your backstory and how do you tie into the story and whatever else, but if it's something like Michael's campaign, for example, we had very little part in that besides how we would tie into our backstories into that campaign, but he like completely wrote out what was going to happen and what the story was going to be and all that kind of thing. We didn't really have that much. We're still having fun playing with it. I seem to have lost Dwarf, and now I'm over here and he's over there, and I don't even know what's going on. Ads? I turned ads off. I should hope not.
What the heck? Well,
Today's
this
been a
is
fun day.
going very smoothly.
Yeah,
Um,
I know, right? Um, so, anyways,
well, are you all seeing ads? How does
I've legitimately
the
just turned them off
oh,
beforehand.
okay. Okay.
Garrett
Well,
doesn't have
you know.
ads, so I turned them off, and it might just give you a like little ad warning. Yeah, if I ignored it because I went to go dismiss it and it said, "Hey, there's an issue because ads aren't currently running." So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think D&D should be more story driven as a whole. It makes combat feel more intense and worth something when it does happen, and causes actual sadness when a character dies or excitement when a goal is reached. Yeah,
I agree, Gizzy. I would
same.
definitely be with you on that. As someone who plays Bard, I don't do anything in combat most of the time. So
Tiny hut,
the
anyone?
story driven parts are I do love my tiny hut.
Amen to that, Noggin. It also depends on the party.
It's true. There is a always a degree of I think really good DMs learn who their players are and whether they lean more towards combat or more towards story, and then they are able to adjust to it, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So that is always true.
well, and that's the same thing. Like in my current campaign, I currently only have 3 players. I have one who is just kind of there. He enjoys being involved. He enjoys existing. He enjoys being part of the world. He enjoys being part of the game. He likes combat. He's hasn't played that much, and even though we've been running D&D for like a year and a half, but just because of scheduling issues, he hasn't played that much. And then I have one person
Yeah.
who absolutely loves combat. Like
Hmm.
it doesn't he doesn't ask for it. He doesn't like push for it, but his whole thing is combat. He loves combat. He loves watching it play out. He loves being involved with it. He does love his
Oh,
current
yeah.
character, and he is very involved with his character down to the fact that he does a really fun voice for it. Um, but his whole thing is combat. And then my other player, she is very, very, very like detail and story oriented. Like, uh,
Oh, okay.
we like had a session 2 sessions ago where she was stuck on the fact that the other two characters didn't specifically tell her something, even though she knew what it was. She knew what was
Oh,
going
yeah.
on. She knew the story. She knew what was everything going on. But because those characters didn't specifically say, "Hey, by the way," she was stuck on that for half an hour until I finally texted under the table, be like, "Hey, can you just say that you told her this, please?" And it worked.
Yeah,
But
and you know what? Sometimes it's about knowing what to tell your people.
yeah, uh,
It's about knowing how to use your other players to help all of your players succeed.
exactly. And but that's the thing, is that like we're running a pre-written campaign where I have added quite a few things because they're fun or they fit into what they're currently doing and whatever else. But it definitely does depend on the party, because there are moments where it's like, man, this is a really fun moment where they're just chilling, they're just hanging out, they're doing some role playing and getting involved with each other and the people around them. And then it's like moments where it's like they don't care about any of this. Hey, by the way, you just get attacked by a group of goblins, and suddenly the whole mood shifts because they're now like, oh, this is something else that we can focus on. So my players are kind of dumb with combat. I've met your players, Gizzy. Are you sure you want to be saying that?
Yeah. No, I think it'll be cool. I think it's always good, anyways, to have other systems coming out because then it does provide some challenge to Wizards of the Coast to do better, to improve more, to be innovative, that kind of thing. So I'm always for.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dwarf's internet cuts out all the time. It's kind of like Gizzy last week. He just suddenly stops talking. So, and now he's frozen. So this is great. I'm really glad that there is stuff in this drink. Every encounter, I have met people like that. I have met people that think every encounter needs to be a combat encounter. My favorite are the videos of like people that think everything has to be combat, and they'll just fight whatever. It's like you're literally fighting God right now. Are you sure you want to be doing this? Yes, he is my enemy, and I must defeat him. He deals. How much health do you have? 17 hit points. He deals 100. Oh. And ladies and gentlemen, we've been swapped again. And he's coming back. I think. I hope. Don't leave me alone here. Bruh. So, anyways, here's one door. No, I'm just kidding. So, anyways, I do think a new system could be fun. Not entirely sure when or if I'm ever gonna pick it up. I might watch what Critical Role does and see. I might not too. I think the other problem would be trying to find a new party to play. Oh look, hi. So, anyways, here's one.
Soon I'll have better internet. So yeah.
Gizzy on top of things, just screenshotting the stream and sending me screenshots. It's not the first
That
time.
is amazing.
The amount of screenshots we could take of Cam tonight and just put all those into a collaborative. Yes, those are beans.
Yeah,
he took
every
this
time I
one.
freeze.
He took this one a while ago of just me like deadpan at the camera, like so done with this.
Nice.
But anyways, I digress.
Was that was that the beans?
No, that was a while ago.
Beans?
That was the beans. Which ironically does the sound, but doesn't do the channel redemption for some reason.
No.
I don't
That's
know why.
okay.
It's funny
It's probably for the best.
It's funny that like said it, but didn't actually show up.
That's who needs to see me?
So anyways, were trying to say a thought about new systems?
I just think new systems provide a challenge, essentially, to establish systems to continue to innovate and do better, that kind of thing.
It's true.
So I think that, generally speaking, even if you don't plan to play a new system, even if you're a D&D player or what's the other one?
Pathfinder.
Yeah, if you're Pathfinder D&D player, I think it is good for you as a player of those games still, because it's going to challenge the creators of those games to continue to do better, or they're going to lose players to these other systems.
It's true.
So yeah, I think things like that, whenever there's more competition, it always benefits the people paying for the stuff. Same with like Claire Obscure doing really well, right? That's going to challenge, hopefully, Ubisoft to do better, but hopefully some other companies too. For those of you who don't know, the creator of Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, basically made the game because he was bored working at Ubisoft. So, yeah, hopefully he continues to have his studio make some amazing games after this, because they did a great job.
If you don't care about spoilers but do want to watch gameplay, there are videos of it on my channel. It is so fun. Like, I've been having such a great time with that game. If you still don't know anything about it, it takes place in like alternate reality France, Paris type kind of stuff, and it is a turn-based RPG system, but every character you use in your party has a different mechanic and different gimmick to them. But then there are also quick time events whenever you attack or whenever you uh, whenever you try to dodge or try to parry, there are quick time events to do. They're super fun. Some of them are like, some of them you can get down the timing on perfect, and some of them are like, I have no idea what I'm doing with this, and such a pain in the butt. But it's super fun. Um, super like kind of dark, kind of kind of kind of goofy in some areas. Kind of like just talking like Mr. Deadeye over here. Um, Pretty fun though. There's no way that there are ads. I turned them off. Anyways, forgive my outburst. Um, Seriously? Ads are turned off right now. That's so stupid. Um, this is quite unfortunate. I apologize for ads if there are any. That is very annoying. He's back.
Yep.
So okay, so the pre-roll ads are something I can't turn off unless I turn off my unless I quit being an affiliate. If you join the channel at any point, it's gonna, because I turned off the ads running through the episode, it runs a pre-roll ad beforehand, so I apologize for that, Mr. Rickster.
Ooh.
Um
Right.
Anyways, we were talking Clear Obscure, we're talking about
So
games doing better.
I was gonna say, there is, on I can't pull it up. My Wi-Fi is dead. On Epic Games, one of the of course my phone's about to die.
Cam's about to leave
One
me
of
alone
the
for this episode.
games for this month is something I can't remember what the game's called. It's a game where you play as a delivery guy who's got anger issues, and it kind of looks sick. So if you guys haven't seen that, download Epic Games. Get your free games every month, maybe more often than that. But it looks like a really fun game where literally you just like rampage through a town. It's like if you had Grand Theft Auto, but like without all the murder and stuff, basically. Just the car stuff.
All right then.
So it seems cool.
This really is just an episode of who knows what's going to happen. Sifu
Well,
is free.
dude,
Yes,
my
get
computer
Sifu.
doesn't.
If Sifu is free,
Yeah,
get Sifu.
that as well. Yep.
I love Sifu. It's a good game. I'm not great at it, but it's a good game. It's got an interesting like tone and vibe to it.
I fixed it. Maybe.
Are you sure? Are you sure you fixed it?
I mean, honestly, no. This is gonna happen again, and I don't know why. I'm sorry.
It's whatever. It makes
I
everything more
will
entertaining.
have the basement suite I'm moving into next month has fiber optical internet. So
Nice. You're moving again? That's
um,
what, the third time within half a year?
yeah, I'm actually moving back to Prince George.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. So.
Yeah. So you know what? Which actually brings up. Okay, I'm gonna ask chat. By showing up on chat, guys, you get to hear my important question. Would you be interested in, or do you think things would be really good for the podcast if we were to do in person, like Michael, Joel, and I all in a room together, chatting? Because my new basement suite is going to have a second room that I could turn into a studio if you guys think that that would be more entertaining. It would also open up the ability of us to do other things.
And he's gone again. We could do more couch co-op games. We could have fun streaming together. We could do that sort of stuff. It would set up an area where we could actually like set up a table with microphones and lights and save Cam from freezing. Yes, Look at that. Somebody, Garrett, you gotta screenshot that face, please. Um, and we think it's a great idea. Like, I think it would be fun. I think there will be some things to work out the first time we do it because depending if we have multiple, if we have one mic or if we have multiple mics, we definitely have to um, work around that, and we'll figure that out when we get there. But if you think it's a good idea, let us know. Comment in the Discord, comment on the YouTube channel, comment on Instagram, comment on the chat right now. If you think you would, I think it'd be interesting to see all of us in one room. That would be the fun part. He says he fixed it. I'm looking at the bottom of my glass and realizing it's almost empty because that's just what this night has done to me. This did have Canadian whiskey in it. Yeah, dog. Games and what else could be like? I'm kind of curious to see what other games improve themselves based on things, um, based on like the success of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I'm interested to see what other RPGs and turn-based RPGs improve themselves after watching. Like, we haven't had, like, I love Final Fantasy the way it is. I think it's fun. I have not seen the Sifu soccer game. I would love to see a return to turn-based Final Fantasy. I think that would be a good time, especially with the way Expedition 33 has handled things, and this whole night has been great.
I'm on cell phone data.
Oh my gosh. But yeah.
Anyways, I didn't see how people responded to that, but I hope it was well.
It was positive. They think we should do it, and as Tim put it, it would be an interesting set though, which would be cool if we actually set up like a studio room with like a table and mics and everything.
That would be the idea. Yeah, of like actually being able to. I mean, maybe not at first. We need money for that, and
so don't
none of us have time. But on that, I do also want to do things like actually put us on Spotify for real. I've been talking about this before, but again, we'd love to know if we had the podcast on Spotify, would you guys listen to it? Would you tell your friends to listen to it? That kind of thing. Yeah, we would love to know because if you want it, we'll do it for sure. Yeah, otherwise, we're talking about potentially doing a Patreon. So if you guys wanted to donate to us to get set stuff or multiple microphones, things like that. So yeah, otherwise, we do have plans, big plans, but no money or time to do them sometimes.
I'm afraid. Gizzy started giggling. This is why Gizzy started giggling.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, no.
He's going to have so many pictures of me.
Hold on. There's me just being done with the disconnection.
Yeah.
Noggin, I'll just RKO out of nowhere. How do animals eat their food? Noggin!
Oh my goodness. But
yeah, 3 white guys on
the other thing too, like if we do go to posting online and on like actual Spotify, Apple Podcasts, that kind of thing, is it could just be that the stream is just like a fun like
side effect.
I don't know, pre-podcast thing where you kind of get to see us filming it, and maybe it's a little messier, but then the podcast will be a little more cleaned up and maybe come out the next day, that kind of thing. So yeah, just some things. I can't see the chat. Oh, it's back.
Gizzy, I don't listen to Spotify, I listen to mixtapes. You could do stream live for the podcast and then Patreon edit. That's kind of what he just said. Yeah, that'd be kind of the idea. Is like Patreon and Spotify would be like a cleaned up version with things cut out, like random disconnects and stalls.
Yep.
Just the random lapses of us talking because we don't know what to do with ourselves at the moment.
I mean, unless those are the entertaining parts, then we just leave them in if that's what people enjoy.
Just
Like, really,
silence.
would this episode be as good without me disconnecting over and over again? Maybe.
We might
We'll
actually
never
be able to
know.
stay on topic if we had a topic. I don't like.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
kind of went into this with no. Yeah, with not even a like miniature topic in mind.
Yeah, I had no thoughts whatsoever.
Gizzy's fiance is gonna find random pictures of Cam on my phone, and I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Who's this random guy on your phone, and why do you have pictures of him on his face? uh,
Just for fun, probably.
uh, uh, reasons?
Yeah, the other nice thing, too, is if we had an actual studio with the table and stuff set up, then we could film like new magic sets if we get the decks, like that kind of thing too. Would be much easier to do. So yeah, I think it would it would improve the experience for all,
Yeah, I think the other
and
thing,
make us feel more connected.
and professional. Uh, I think the other thing
Oh
is too
yeah,
is if we had an actual studio where we could sit down, then we could. Like I think you and me were talking about this last week or a few days ago, um, about like pre-recording a couple of episodes. So it's like if there's suddenly a week where none of us can
yep,
make it, then we can just post an episode, or in theory, I can like one of us can start a live stream that's literally just the Nerds and Nitwits logo page, and it's just the audio um of whatever we pre-record it.
yeah,
So
basically, yeah.
the couch sessions for gaming would be cool. Um, there is a lot of stuff
Oh
where we're
yeah,
like, oh, we should sit down and like play Rock Band together. Oh, we should sit down and play Helldivers together. Oh, we should sit down and play Halo together, which we have done, and it does
heck yeah.
appear on this here Twitch channel. But I think like more dedicated, not even necessarily dedicated time, but if we like did something like that and it was super entertaining and
Well,
super fun, then we could post it to like Patreon or something and do it
yeah,
that
like
way.
that would be my question too, of like if we were to make, separate YouTube videos of like Joel and I going through the Halo campaigns together, and then Michael jumping in when there's actually four player instead of only two-player campaign and that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah,
would you guys actually go watch that, or would it just be a waste of our time? I mean, it can't be a waste of our time. You're playing Halo, okay,
exactly.
so that's never a waste of time. But yeah, Gizzy says you should have gameplay of something in the background if you play. No, that's the.
Subway Surfer.
We're not TikTokers. Don't do that to us.
No.
Don't lower us to that level.
I mean, the other thing too is that even if we did like pre-record them, then we could still like video record the three or four of us, whoever happens to be sitting on the couch,
Oh yeah.
and then have like the video up instead of just the logo. It wouldn't just be audio.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are definitely times where it could
Yeah.
just be audio for sure, but it's like Spotify. That's the word. Apple Music, Apple
Yeah.
Podcast.
Because I have done all the research on how to do it. I literally just have to do it. But then it's a challenge right now because I live an hour away. But Joel records our sessions at the moment, which means that to get the stuff to put it online, it has to be Friday is when I can get it, and then it actually takes time to put it up as well. So that's part of the reason I haven't quite done it yet. But yeah, I think it would be fun. I do also think this type of content obviously is going to thrive better on the platform it's designed for. Like we don't really need the visuals for most of what we do. So,
It's true.
yeah.
There's definitely like times like I think Brendan said, if we were gonna do like the gloves off stuff, like to have some images available for like what we're arguing, if it's something that's like the
Oh
kid that
yeah.
I was arguing on the Stranger Things one, I was like, I barely remember what this kid looks like. I had to look up a picture of them. Uh, so stuff like that would be
Yeah.
helpful too.
And I mean, a part of me wonders too, like, would if that's the case, would things that require visual media to be a part of it, would it make sense for us to just do those as only YouTube videos or on Patreon and not do them as a podcast? Because then it's actually a lot easier than trying to, as we do things, you're pulling up images and that kind of thing. Then we can actually just edit it properly. Don't talk to me about Halo dying. You know what? First of all, it's still being developed by a studio. Granted, they're doing a bad job, but they're still doing it. Second of all, it has a community doing so many things. I don't believe community can be called dying if, like, there are people making, like, there's dozens of fan films in production right now. Like, people are designing their own fan games, custom games goes hard. So don't Gizzy, don't come at me like that. You can't talk about my Halo that way. Anyways, I've completely forgotten what I was saying.
We're talking about visual
Oh
stuff,
yeah.
Patreon,
Yeah.
yada yada yada.
Yeah, DevDead, I would agree. And until they do something better, I would definitely agree. And I wish changing the studio name could fix the problem, but that's definitely not going to fix the problem. But yeah, it could be a thing of like we record, things that require visual media, and they just go on the YouTube or Patreon, and then things that are more only talkable, we don't need visual media. That's when we keep doing the podcast.
Yeah,
And then, I mean, we could just do streams for fun. I think we would for sure. I think Gloves Off would. It's already great. I think it would be so well improved though if we did the filming and then we could overlay images, videos, clips, that kind of thing afterwards. I think it would definitely improve what's already good.
Yeah, that's true.
For those of you watching right now, or if you watch this later, please comment or join the Discord. What's the Discord, Joel?
Let me get me that 1 second there. That's not
okay.
the right one.
Joel's gonna find that. But join the Discord or comment or whatever. But let us know which episodes have you enjoyed the most so far. Or even let us know like which ones you enjoyed the least so far. So what is that? HTTPS.
No, hold on.
Dot.
That's not the actual. That's not the actual Discord link because to get for me to
man,
actually,
I'm dumb. Yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
Let me see if I can actually grab the Discord link. Oh, here it is. It's very complicated and very. Oh, now I've really screwed things up. Oh,
Bro, there's got to be a way to make this better.
Like, there's this, which is discord.com/invite/capital B lowercase xwj capital py lowercase ay 6 capital E.
Well, okay. If you're listening right now and you want to join the Discord, apparently that's where you can go.
Or go to beacons.ai/the chaotic kingdom and you can find the Discord there. As well
yeah,
as
that sounds.
I need to add the Nerds&Nitwits socials link on there.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, let us know what you think of the episodes we've done so far. Which ones have been your favorite? Which ones have been your least favorite? I don't know. Are there any you didn't watch because the title didn't draw you in even? That's always good for us to know.
Yes.
In the end, we want to do good content that you guys will watch and view. So, yeah.
I think 40K and Star Wars are ascendant again?
Ascendant again?
Ascendant? I really
is that what he's going for? I don't like seeing Joel's face. Something about it just okay. We'll turn off his camera for the next one. But I think
40K mentioned
on the rise. Oh, autocorrect got you hard there.
Of course, you got the screenshot.
I think, Andor alone, I think put Star Wars on the rise. And if you guys haven't seen, Battlefront 2 is getting a crazy amount of players on it.
It got a major surge because of the current Fortnite season being just Star Wars based. You can fly TIE fighters, you can fly X-Wings, you wield force powers and lightsabers. Every single gun is just blasters right now.
Absolutely, Lord Potato. Hashtag Battlefront 3.
There has been people pushing it. One of the guys from Andor said he wants Battlefront 3 to happen so that he can become a voice actor for it.
That would be cool.
Um,
And then, I mean, 40K too, obviously. I mean, Warhammer in general has
Battlefront
had a
2
lot
tonight.
of good content coming out.
Warhammer
But
40K
yeah, I would agree.
had their what was it, War and Skulls or whatever thing tonight, um,
Yeah.
or today, which announced a bunch of stuff. They announced a new mode for Space Marines 2. They announced a remake or remaster of Space Marines 1 being released. They released a complete edition or deluxe complete edition, I forget what it's called, remaster for Dawn of War, which is their RTS game that I haven't played yet. I have like the original version of that. What else did they
Oh yeah.
announce? They announced like stuff for they announced a new game along the same lines as like Rogue Trader and stuff. Dark Tide, they announced a new
Nice.
class for Dark Tide. Um
Oh yeah.
yeah, there's like a lot that they announced this morning for it. It's also all
Yeah,
on
sounds
sale
like a
right
good
now.
time to be a Warhammer fan.
It's also all on sale for their skull sale.
Oh, nice.
Skull for
Cool,
the
cool.
Skull Throne, Blood for the Blood God. A new mission pack. A mission pack for what, Lord Potato?
I'm assuming
Vermintide.
Warhammer.
I'm assuming Tide.
That would be my
Vermintide
guess.
is also. I should play Vermintide again. That was fun. Um, I will. Tim. I will play Vermintide with you as long as we can actually play together.
Oh no. Oh,
Tabletop. Really?
you know what I want to play?
What do you want to play?
The tabletop cyberpunk game.
That also would be.
I think that would be fun.
I have not seen it anywhere. Like I haven't even seen it like Three Goblins. I haven't seen it at
Yeah,
Great White.
you probably have to order it online.
Probably. The one that we have
But
seen that um, Garrett and I have talked about, and Garrett really wants to run, is the Marvel Universe TTRPG.
oh,
Cole's in the mall right now has like the 3 main books for it, which are like the base game. I think it's like the X-Men Mutant add-on, and then the Spider-Verse add-on. I was like, that would be really fun to play. I just don't think I have anybody that would play it.
right. Yep. Oh, dude, if we had an in-person studio, we could play the Halo tabletop game. Oh, am I gone again?
No? Oh, no, you're not. I'm just
Thank
trying to figure
you.
out. I got a message from.
But yeah, like Halo Flashpoint, and you can very easily play it with multiple people. I have it behind me right now, but it's hard to tell because it's in a bot. Oh no, it's hard to tell because I have a background on. I forgot about that.
If you and Brendan want to play it, I will if you bring it here, I will play it with you. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'll probably lose, but I'll play it.
Yeah, we could totally teach you.
I will play it if you guys want to come play it.
I'd be down.
I don't know why. This is interesting. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, I just got a message from Three Goblins saying
it's that box says Halo. You probably can't tell on stream, but that's Halo Flashpoint with all my magic stuff on top, and also beside, and also on top of the beside. This is basically all magic stuff except for this, which is Halo.
I think. Yeah, I got a message from Three Goblins Games saying they got a double-sided Ugin Eye of the Storms in foil from trade-ins and want to know if they want me to set it aside or them to set it aside for me. I never asked for that card. I think they got the wrong Joel.
Oops. Do you want the card?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's deliver at all costs. That's what the game is called. a thrilling action game where destruction, absurdity, and intrigue collide. Step into the shoes of Winston Green, a down-on-his-luck courier with a fiery temper and a mysterious past as he delivers highly unconventional cargo, leaving a trail of havoc and chaos behind him.
Oh, Hero Clicks. That's something I haven't seen in a long
Anyways,
time.
I definitely plan to play it. Because it looks like a lot of fun.
I'm signing into EA right now to play Battlefront 2. This is more important than Super Earth.
Why? Yeah, okay, that's fair.
We should do a series where we guide Emma through Elden Ring. That would be exciting and hilarious.
Wait, Lord Potato, what did you buy? Are you talking about Flashpoint? Did you guys hear that screaming?
I did not.
That's good.
Yes, he does mean Flashpoint.
Oh, dude, Flashpoint is so good.
I haven't
We should get a
seen
bunch
it
of people
anywhere.
together and play it.
Can you only buy it online?
I haven't seen it anywhere. I ordered it online. I don't know if it is in person or online, but it is really well done. And I don't actually have it yet, but they've released the game, and you kind of had like preset Spartans with classes, and actually elites. It released with elites as well. But then they released a pack later on where you actually can pick your weapon and your type of armor and that kind of thing, where you can kind of customize it a little more. So it's not quite as complicated as, like Warhammer, but there's still some freedom for sure to pick stuff and kind of build what you want. So, yeah, it's cool. I really like it. So, What?
He's talking about doing a series where we guide Emma through Elden Ring because he thinks it would be exciting and hilarious.
Where's Emma? We must confirm. I don't. Yeah,
she's currently
while driving. No, don't call people while they're driving. That's a bad idea. Here at Nerds and Nitwits, we're against driving distracted, and also driving under the influence.
God is
That's
used
bad
very
too.
loosely. This is true.
Yeah, I mean that would be fun. I have not made it that far in Elden Ring.
We guide Cam through Elden Ring?
You could. Here's the thing. I thought it was really fun, but I don't know. I think, did Armored Core come out around the same time or something? I don't know. There's another game that just distracted me from it, and I never went back.
That's fair. Garrett, you can't say that you guided me through it because we still have never finished that game. We have started that game 5 times at least, and we have never finished it. In fact, in our latest playthrough, I am ahead of you.
Bruh.
I finished Mountaintop of the Giants. I finished the Giant Cauldron. I beat the Fire Giant. I am ahead of you.
I'm sorry, Rexter. I hope you can reset your password and get access to your EA account to play Battlefront 2.
Or at least I was ahead of you the last time we played. So anyways. We finish the game tomorrow. No.
Oh my goodness. I guess you need a new EA account, Rexter.
Oh. Sad. Then Tinkles will guide you. Tinkles can't do crap. No, I'm just kidding. This episode has really gone all over the place.
Yeah, it's fine.
We have talked about that Capital Watch. We have talked about going in to talk to like 3 goblins and seeing if we could do an episode in 3 goblins talking about board games or TTRPGs or whatever else, and then asking if they want to be a part of it. We have talked about. We haven't obviously done that yet, but it has something that we've thought about.
Need a little more presence first.
Yeah,
I think that would go a long way.
4 people in the chat is great. Having 20 would be better.
True. Well, and honestly, like if the podcast was actually, like I said, like regularly posted on podcast platforms, and we could show like we actually have regular listeners.
Yeah,
people listen to us for some reason.
I would be curious to see what the traffic would be like once we get things posted on Spotify.
Well, some of the YouTube videos
Have done
actually
really
like
good.
do decent.
Yeah.
Like considering all things. I actually have it up here. I just always have it up on my computer because I never close anything. But let's take a look. Content.
Because
Well, good news. The Nintendo one has 13 views, so I don't think it was shadow
that's
banned.
gotten up a little bit.
Yep. Round 2 of Gloves Off has 19 views and a comment.
That one was
Who
Brendan.
commented?
That was Brendan talking about adding photos so
Oh,
that they can
good
visualize what we're doing.
Survival Draft had 12. The Star Wars one had 10.
Was that just the draft, or was that the full
zombie
zombie
one-
episode?
Just the draft has 12.
It's not bad.
The zombie episode had 6 views. That one did not do well. Okay, we get what
Apparently.
you guys are telling us.
I think the draft took a little bit too long in that one.
Yeah,
I don't think there was enough.
When the whole video has 6, but then the draft has 12 views.
Yeah, like I think if the draft had been its own thing, and then we'd done if we had done like an hour to 45-minute to an hour long, like zombie episode, and then did the draft as like a bonus to it, I think that would have been better. Things that we're learning.
Eve Moz has 21 views, but I think short content like that is also easier to get views on.
What was that one?
That's the zombie backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Eve Moz.
The EMOS.
Random Stuff 1 got 12 views on YouTube.
Hey.
But that one had a little more plan to it, so we'll see what this one gets. Let's see. The Magic one, The Gathering, got 18. Nerdstalgia got 17. The Marvel one got 5. Cool.
Truth.
Halo episode got 21. Actually, I think the Halo episode,
the best one.
other than our very first episode, has the most views. Episode 1, the D&D one,
It's like 30.
apparently was our peak. We just peaked right at the start. It's got 41 views.
It's got up to 41. It was only at like 30 something last time I looked.
Yeah,
apparently
according to the
D&D is where
dashboard,
it's at.
we're at 41.
Cap of the watch.
Absolutely, Gizzy. Gaming is kind of falling apart.
Yes. Could you tell me what you mean by truth and beauty in gaming? Like, give me your loose definition of that.
22 for just you and me ranking games.
That was
you and I. My bad. I'm a professional.
I'm a professional.
The Past Future Ideas one even has 18. Actually, most of our episodes are over 10. They're all like mid-teen mostly.
It's a good start.
And then in like the 20s, some of them.
And
apparently, yeah.
For
41 for the D&D.
For 3 to 4 guys that literally just said, "Hey, we should start a podcast." That's not bad.
I do. I mean, it kind of makes sense because the D&D one was our first episode, but I kind of love that it's like more than double other episode.
Every other one. I wonder if it's D&D or if it's just because it was our first episode and we were like, "Guys, we started a podcast," and everyone's like, "That's cool. What's it about?" Oh,
it could be. Yeah, no, it totally could be. Our Star Wars episode has no likes or dislikes. Every other one of our episode has 1 to 7 likes.
At least one of those is probably my Twitch account. We should do a TikTok or a D&D campaign on stream. Maybe.
Here's the thing. If one day we could actually hit the point where you know what? Our takes on Star Wars are good and truthful. Rexter and fight me.
He kind of right though.
I think if we hit the point where we maybe were actually able to make some money off of this, then we could put more time into like filming a D&D campaign on stream, that kind of thing. I think for now that's just a dream because it is. I mean, Joel's got lots of free time, but Michael sure doesn't right now, and I sure don't at the moment either. But actually, Rexter, I just
Bruh.
want you to know that I sent you my email and I haven't received an invite to your wedding yet.
Oof.
So, if you wanted to send me that, I would.
We
It
remember
would.
we were sinners in that conversation. You had proved that fact. Ooh. Also, Battlefront 2 is not cross-platform. Just so everybody is aware.
Oh, I guess. When did it come out? 2015.
Something.
Yeah. So that was definitely less common to do cross-platform. Do you guys remember the times when like cross-platform was barely an idea in gaming? Like if you had
Yeah.
Xbox, you could only play with Xbox.
Yeah.
And then there was kind of a time where like you could play Xbox and PC together, but only if someone had bought a PC game through the Xbox store, not Steam.
Yep.
But now it's kind of weird that like in what 10 years, a decade maybe, we've gone from essentially no crossplay to Fortnite just forcing everyone into it.
Right. Well,
Because Fortnite was like the first game that did. Well, you could do free online play, even if you didn't have Xbox Live or PSN or anything. You were still able to play Fortnite online for free. And then they did crossplay. They were basically the first ones to do crossplay across every platform. And now, like, if you don't have crossplay, you're just a fool.
yeah.
So Fortnite has done good things for us.
But there was something. What were we talking about? There was something the other last week or something that we're like, oh, we should all play this game, and it turned out it didn't have cross play. And we're like, what? It was like a fairly recent game, and I can't even remember what it was now.
Interesting.
But it is kind of crazy that like, yeah, it's kind of crazy the way gaming and stuff works. I think the worst part, and this kind of hit me, was it last week? Last week, I saw a picture, and it's like, what you think gaming 20 years ago was. And it was a picture of like Super Mario World 3 on the Super Nintendo. And it's like what 20 years ago actually was. And it was like a DS. It was Super Mario Bros. And the DS.
What 20 years ago was like Halo 2.
And I was like, it's like that hurt. That hurt a lot. Because like I've played both of those generations. I've played all of those generations. And it doesn't seem that long ago, but I'm like, it definitely is.
Yep. Well, even like Xbox 360 released in what 2007 or 8?
Yeah.
I think 7. I think it released with Halo 3.
I was still in junior high when it released, so or was I? Maybe I wasn't even in junior high yet.
November 22nd. Oh, 2005. What the
Came
heck?
out in 2005. I would have been in friggin'. I was only 11 when it came out. Ouch.
It was. In
It's
2
soul.
days after
It's
it came
soul,
out,
Brad.
I turned 4. According to my quick internet search, I know this is false. Halo 2 release date, November 11th, 2014.
That's definitely not correct.
That
would
must
have been
be
that would have been the
anniversary.
MCC. 2014
yeah.
would have been MCC.
But
I
it
think.
definitely just lists Halo 2. It's got the original cover art and everything.
That's a terrible.
Yeah, holiday 2000
Beans.
The audio played,
An
but the clip
episode
didn't.
or
That's so funny to
topic
me.
you guys could talk about is a topic where you're talking about. Wait, what? A
Gives a
topic is talking about and make guesses on how long ago. That sounds like a really good idea for an episode.
We're
to be
not
honest.
doing channel points right now. I told you guys, we don't do channel points during the podcast.
Control yourselves.
What's the thing that gaming has lost since the days when Joel was a youngin'? It's very soul. I think games like Expedition 33 brought that back. But gaming as a whole has lost a lot of its soul.
The only games that really seem to have passion and soul in the final product, at least, are indie games or small games made by like 3 people. Like, there's so few games where you've got a studio with literally thousands of employees, and somehow they lose out to even a smaller studio like Arrowhead, makes this huge game. They charge less money than the big companies are for stuff. They're probably making more money overall.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it with a way smaller team. They did it with way more love and passion.
Yeah. I think that's going to be another episode of like the games that
Oh, yeah.
have like there's some games that have definitely brought back. There are games that have brought back genres and there are games that have brought back gaming.
Yeah.
Expedition 33 for me currently is one of those games. If it's currently on Game Pass, which means I am not currently paying to play it.
Oh, baby.
And I love that. If I was getting told it was being pulled from Game Pass tomorrow, I would buy that game in a heartbeat. Because I think it does have some decent replayability to it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think there are like even Garrett said, like Marvel Spider-Man is amazing. Second wasn't perfect, but it was still a great example of a great game. I enjoyed Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2 were too short, in my opinion. But Insomniac did an incredible job on those games. They're super fun. They've got a decent story to them. They're great gameplay mechanics. Just everything about it is fun. There are still like good heavy hitters out there. Like I still haven't finished it. I enjoy Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy still makes good games. They still make great games. I bought Final Fantasy 13 when it was on sale a couple months ago because I enjoyed those games. And I still think there are games that are there's still companies that are making really good games, but I think there are some series that are just dead and dying. Call of Duty, for example. Dead and dying. So this is the thing. I haven't played Monster Hunter Wilds since Gizzy and I beat Monster Hunter Wilds. Or at least since I beat Monster Hunter Wilds. Why? Just why? Just why? I still think it's a great game. I still think it's really fun. But I think we said it even when it first came out that it is incredibly easy compared to the older Monster Hunter games. And it's great. For the people that are joining, it's a great entry point for Monster Hunter. But I grew up when Monster Hunter was like an actual do or die situation, and I failed more times in like Monster Hunter Tri. Like I failed more times on low rank missions than I ever have in like high rank in Monster Hunter Wilds. Still a good game, still doing great things, has a great community to it. I love playing with randoms because they are all like, most of them don't talk or chat, but they do like really post all the really positive stickers and all those kinds of things. I think there is still more that could have been done and could be done. And there are still adding of, like, I for sure am going to come back when the summer update drops because my boy Legiacrust comes back. He was one of my favorite monsters from Monster Hunter Tri, and I want to see him in high detailed flesh again. That sounded weird. Anyways, that's going to be a clippable moment right there. But like, they already announced it, Rexter. Don't even start with me. If you didn't watch the announcement trailer, that's on you. That is on you. If they bring the pickle back, I will be all over that. Well then I'm sorry, Rexter, I didn't know that. So that's kind of on you. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, they didn't announce Devil Joe. He's just pulling your leg. And the bagel goose.
Yeah.
This is turning into a whole other episode.
Yeah. There are. Yeah, there's games like that I've played recently, like Kenshi. You guys have definitely heard me talk about that before. That game, literally, the one guy started it and slowly had people join on as they finished the game. But like small studio, and I think it's an amazing game, and I'm super excited for Kenshi 2 to come out. I think of games like Dave the Diver, made by a very small team. Um, Outer Wilds, amazing game. If you guys haven't played it, it's such a good puzzle game. Again, very, very small dev team. Two Point Museum just came out. It's got like 4,000 very positive reviews on Steam. Uh, that team is like 40 people. And again, amazing game. And it's like, I think of all these games where it feels like it was made by people who love to play games and make games, and almost all of them come from smaller studios. So, I don't know. I just feel sad about it sometimes.
It's true.
And yeah, I just even games like Rogue Legacy or even like Portal, like the first one was a great game. I mean, Valve was pretty big by that point, I think. But I just, yeah, you get these big games coming out, or like Destiny 2 and the state of where it's at. And it's like, well, Bungie got too big and they lost what made them great, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bit disappointing because it is like, again, Bungie made Halo 1, 2, and 3. So you know that they can make these amazing, rich, cool story games. And then they try to do it with Destiny, but it's such a cash grab that it ends up taking over a lot of what makes the game good.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's
Yeah.
depressing. But no, it's not actually. Helldivers 2 has been cool recently, so I've been digging that.
It's fair. I'm trying to think of what else. There hasn't been anything else come out recently that I've like wanted to play that has been like actually fun to play. Like I started Doom Dark Ages, and it's fun, but I can't, for whatever reason, I just haven't been able to sit down and get into it.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Shadows came out. I love the Assassin's Creed games. I love everything that with that universe. It's not like it's a fun game to screw around in, but like I haven't done the story in it because I just don't care enough. Trying to think of what else has come out somewhat recently.
Well, even like Baldur's Gate 3, Larian
Oh man,
Studios is only like 250 or 300 employees.
yeah, it's tiny in
So
comparison.
even that, like when you compare it to what are they called now? Halo Studios
Mm-hmm.
or Bethesda or all of Sony's developers, like they're all like literally thousands of employees and somehow making worse games than
Yes,
300
it's
employee
freaking scary.
studios.
Yeah, and I think that's like this is gonna turn into another episode for sure. Um, so we should probably stop talking about it before we just ruin all of our content. But you're right. I do think the smaller studios that actually, to put it in layman's terms, give a damn about their players and their community, I think do way
Yeah.
better than the games that are like, we made a
Yep.
game. We made the 23rd Black Ops game that is just a copy and paste of the 22nd Black Ops game.
Pretty much.
No
Yep.
shade there. Uh,
Yeah.
like, I think there are a lot of games that have great communities and know that they have great communities that do well. And then there are games that could have great communities but don't. So,
Yeah.
but I digress.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm feeling like we've talked about some good chit chat stuff. I'm feeling like this could be a decent place to end the episode. I
It
don't
sure
know.
is.
Chat, do you guys have anything else you want to ask us? Honestly, ask us anything.
Ask us anything. Drop ideas for future episodes. If you posted an idea for future episodes in the chat and you are a part of the Discord, please put them in the Nerds and Nitwits Discord channel
Yeah.
because we are not going to remember what you guys said in chat. Even if I go back and watch this tomorrow, I ain't going to remember. That is
My
not a question I
social
am
insurance
answering.
number
No, dwarf.
is.
No, no, nope. That's it. Enough of that. But yeah, if you have ideas, drop them in. Or like if you don't have specific questions, you don't have specific ideas, but you have
Joke's on you. I had to put my address on something the other day, and I had to check what it was because I didn't know.
uh,
So
even
I
if
still don't.
even if you want like what we did with the Halo episode, where it was like we took this one category and spread it over a whole bunch of different things. If you have something like that, like if you want us to talk about 40K, I don't know much about 40K, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy some of the lore. I have a bunch of the books. Blah 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 blah. If you have stuff like that, drop it in the Discord channel. I should start pinning some of the topic messages because I think that would be helpful. But yeah,
Maybe what we'll probably do is maybe make a separate text channel just specifically for you to drop topics in. I think that'll keep it a bit easier for us to sort things out.
I'll do that right now after this episode.
But yeah, drop them in there. Drop things you'd like to see. If you see someone else put something in that chat that you would also be interested in, like it or salute it or something. React in any which way. Because that will tell us that you want to see it. Also, Gizzy, yes, I can see the color red. Get wrecked. And my birthday is November 24th. Send me a gift.
But yeah, I think for now, that's it. This has been Nerds&Nitwits episode 17. I can't believe
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Pretty please.
And all the socials.
And the Instagram.
Yep, absolutely. Don't even know your address. Wow, we can send that to you.
I can figure out my address. It'll be different by then.
By the time your birthday comes around, it'll be a totally different address. That's right.
Yeah, literally a different city.
Tim says he's going to be on the Battlefront. I will have to download it on my PC to join him.
Nice.
Which I don't know if I can. I should be able to. I don't own it, I don't think. Maybe I do. I'll have to double check.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, are we? My stream's frozen, so I can't actually see if things covering it.
Oh, it's still going. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.